Hey everyone, I'm Harrison and I actually just got internet today. And I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. It's just been really hard because of no internet and all this other stuff. But that's everything for another video. Basically, I wanted to make a video about the JET application process, and let's just go ahead and make a quick one about the most important or crucial part about passing the interview. And that's without a doubt the statement of purpose, or SOP. So I guess the first thing I would want to say about it is that it's going to be hard, or not really hard, but challenging. At least it was for me. It was really challenging because, I only had 2 pages to basically write everything that I wanted to, and that was challenging, especially because at first I didn't know what I wanted, how I wanted to do it, exactly, what needed to be said and everything. But just keep in mind, it's going to be challenging, it's going to be time consuming, but you should definitely start it first out of everything in the application process. I'm sure the application already started, so hopefully you've already started it and it's not going to be that big of a deal. But if you haven't, please go ahead and start doing it now. So I guess the next thing is you should definitely do as much research about the SOP as you can. Don't just watch this video or that video or that video. You need to watch this video and all the other videos. Read all the forums, read all the blogs, do all of that. And it's going to suck because it's going to be time consuming. All these videos, all these really long guides and everything. But you know what? Like I said, for me, I didn't exactly know how I needed to write my SOP. I didn't want to just copy someone else's outline or layout because, I don't want to come off as like, oh, this is applicant number 1326, or this person's SOP is just like the last 50 that I read. I wanted it to be mine. And what helped me was, watching all these videos, reading all these, blogs and forums and everything, helped me gain, a different perspective than what I initially had. Like, I could see everyone else's perspective, and it really helped me understand what I needed to do and how I needed to write my SOP to make a great one. Not a good one, but a great one. So go ahead and spend all that time, do as much research as you can, and hopefully you will, something will click and you'll know, or it'll slowly start, to come together, and you'll have your own amazing SOP for this application. So definitely do that. The next thing, I've seen a lot of sources saying that just fake it to make it. Get the interview. Once you get the interview, it's smooth sailing. I would say that's not really the case, to be honest. I mean, you can fluff up certain parts of your SOP, but don't lie by any means. Don't fake it to make it, because once you get that interview, they're going to grill you about your SOP. The whole purpose about the statement of purpose is to see what kind of person you are. And when you get to the interview, they're going to ask you questions about your SOP, or they're just going to ask you questions and you're going to think, why are you even asking me this? It's in my SOP. You've read it. Why would you ask me about this? But they do that because they want to see if you have the same answers as your SOP. They want to make sure that, the person who, was presented in the application is the person who's being presented in front of them. So you can fluff up some things here and there to make yourself look good, but don't lie by any means, because they're going to be able to tell. They've been doing this for years. They're definitely going to be able to tell if you're lying, especially if they ask you a question about your SOP and you forgot about it or anything like that. So you're coming up with another lie. They'll pick up on that, and it's not going to be good. So the next thing, I guess, is you need to show them, in your SOP, you need to show them that you're not going to be in Japan just for the job. You're not going to be here just in the classroom, just for your students. You need to be here for the community as well. You need to be here for your neighbors, your town, and just the people of Japan, especially if you go traveling and everything, because what JET stands for is the Japanese Exchange in Teaching Program. They're not going to want somebody who's going to just go to school, do their daily, work routine, and then come home. They're not going to want that. The whole purpose of the JET application is a cultural exchange for you and for the country of Japan. So you need to show them that you're ready to be that ambassador, that person who's going to share, their culture, their perspectives, their views on everything with everybody else. And I guess, how are you going to show them that you want to do this? I would say, actions speak louder than words, but we're writing a 2-page SOP, right? So the next best thing you can do besides, actions are talking about your experiences. So, if it's anything from just taking Japanese class or being interested in the Japanese cuisine, or if you've met some foreign exchange students, became friends with them, and, it really opened your interest in Japan, or even it doesn't even have to be about Japanese people, in all honesty, just any foreign exchange student, or just any experience or time where you were interacting and exchanging with somebody else of another culture. If you can show them that you're able to do that, and that you will be able to do that in Japan, that's more than enough. That's awesome. But the thing is, you have to word everything in a way where it's not just you saying, oh, I talked to, like I did a exchange with foreign exchange students where I spoke with them, like a language exchange. Don't just say, oh, I did a language exchange, because everybody can just say that. You need to talk about how that impacted you, or like how it impacted them as well. Seeing their faces light up or their eyes widen at once you're talking about and sharing your whatever culture you're from, things like that. You don't just want to say, oh, I joined the Japanese club. Talk about it. Show them that you're a person. Show them your experiences with it, how it affected you. Why are you applying for the JET program? Go into detail. Show them on a personal level. Everybody can say, oh, I did this, I did this, I did this. Everyone's going to do that. You need to go not just one step, but multiple steps beyond that. Okay? And once you do that, you're not going to just make a good SOP. You're going to make a phenomenal SOP. They're going to see that you're an actual genuine person, and you're not just applicant number 1273, or you're not just like the past 50 applications that they read. You need to make yourself stand out. This is the most crucial part about the application. The last thing I guess you could do, or the last thing we'll talk about is, don't just talk about why you want to be in Japan and what you can do for Japan. You need to talk about what Japan can do for you. You definitely should mention what's going on after. Like, what are your plans after? It doesn't have to be a huge chunk of your SOP, because you don't have that much anyways, but definitely mention something somewhere in there, how this can help you afterwards. Like, what do you want to do with JET afterwards? Or how can you continue to help Japan, or continue a cultural exchange even after you leave JET? So, like for me, I talked about maybe doing a sister school program between the schools where I'm stationed at and the schools from when I go back to the United States. Maybe like a pen pal thing, or maybe like a short video or something like that between the classes that they can exchange once a month, or 2 or 3 months, because that way this cultural exchange is starting at a young age for both of them, and it'll widen their perspectives and open doors for them. I talked about something like that. There's plenty of things you can talk about, but just mention something. It could just be briefly, but don't just forget about it. So But that's it for this video. I'm also going to go ahead and post my SOP in the description, or a link that shows my SOP in the description. So definitely check that out. Hopefully it'll help some people. But like I said, this is really just a short video because I just got my internet today. I'm going to make a longer video about each section that goes into way more detail. So if you have any questions about parts of the SOP, anything you want me to talk about, please let me know in the comments below. I don't have much going on right now, so I'll definitely read them all and I'll make note of it and make sure to either, like, I'll answer it in the comments, but I'll also make sure to mention it in the video for other people, because other people might have the same questions, or might not have thought about it. So anything that you'd like me to talk about, or whatever, please let me know. So but good luck to everybody on your application. Hopefully this video was of some help to you, and look forward to the next ones, because they're going to be better, longer, all that. So I'll see you next time. All right.